Morning. It's Wednesday morning. It's raining. It's gonna pour today apparently. So I just moved the 080 over to the next job down the road. I'm gonna do some ditching today in the rain. I'm able to throw the dirt and crap into the woods, so I don't need anybody else to help. Ryan's doing some stuff in the shop. So this is what we're working with. This driveway here is all the way up there. I'm gonna ditch both these sides nicely. We're gonna come back through and put rock in next time I'm here. And then we're doing recycled asphalt. So should be a nice little job. Be a nice before and after picture. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It poured again yesterday, but we were able to get that ditch cleaning done. Today we're gonna rock line. It's too wet to work on topsoil over at the hockey rink project, so we're just bouncing back and forth. Kevin had the day off today from the town, so he's gonna help truck. He's headed off to the Rainville quarry to get some ditch rock. Brian's headed down to the job site. We're gonna get the Kubota greased up, and he's got the filter fabric for underneath the rock. So we're gonna get those ditches done, and then I'm gonna bring the 4500 with the trailer, so I can bring the skid steer over and get the place Harley raked and rolled and ready for recycled asphalt. So it's supposed to be sunny for the next 6 or 7 days, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna work all weekend. My mother's funeral is on Friday night, and then the burial is Saturday afternoon, so I'm gonna work Friday, Saturday morning, probably gonna work Sunday. Try to do some jobs that I don't need material on, so I can continue to try to get caught up. So, but we're going to take advantage of Kevin being here today, and then tomorrow Josh, my part-timer, works. I got a bunch of deliveries for him to do, so, and hopefully that'll mean the hockey rink's dried out so we can get that finish graded. So really want to take advantage of this dry weather and get some stuff done. So let's head out to this driveway job and work on the 80 until whatever his name is, Kevin gets there. Getting some steps in this morning. Had to weasel my truck and trailer in up at the house. I'm gonna grease this tilt bucket. Waiting for Kevin to get here with some stone. Everybody left, so we can occupy the driveway. Can you fire that machine up? Got this ditched yesterday. For once, it's a driveway with no overhead lines, no underground lines, and we can actually tailgate down through here uninhibitedly. So very refreshing. But anyway, the 80 is a little wide, or shouldn't, a little big for this driveway, because I had to be in the ditch in order to clean the opposite ditch. So I went up through this side first, cleaned it out, but then going down through cleaning this side out, I had to be in that ditch, which caused me to screw up what I had done. So I in turn had to clean that ditch out, correct that ditch as I went down to the road, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. The 080 is a good size, but in this instance the 60 probably would have been a little better, but the Kardashian ass of the Volvo 60 sticks out so much that it probably wouldn't have been much better. So let's get this tilt bucket greased up, and then we'll check the GPS and see where Kevin is. All right, while we are sitting here waiting for Kevin, let's talk about what we have going on. So, I haven't taken on any new work since the end of June because of how behind we are, mostly due to staffing, and then the rain exacerbated things. So, Brian and I mostly been working together, trying to get jobs done. Strategically, if we can't get on to digging jobs, we move over to driveway jobs, which immediately takes money out of your pocket because when you quote jobs, you quote mobilization one way. So it's $200, to move a machine to that job, and then you charge the next customer X amount to move to their job, and then you charge the next customer to move to their job. But in instances where you are starting and stopping multiple jobs just to stay busy, you're now mobilizing in and out multiple times, and there's no one to charge for it. So, we started that boulder wall entry project in Cambridge. We're there for 2 or 3 days, had to move out because it was wet. Did a bunch of driveways, moved back, worked on it some, had to move out again. So every time you're doing that, you're losing an hour and a half truck time. So just average $200 mobilizing where nobody's going to pay for it. I tried not to start too many jobs. We went and tried to start that big one in Williston, worked there a couple days, got rained out, had to move out, went to 2 or 3 other jobs, still haven't been able to go back. Now it's going to be hot and sunny for a week. The end of next week's 90s. That should help dry some stuff out. But regardless, I think Siri thought I was talking to her. No need to apologize, honey. We got to get back there and finish that job for that guy. But meanwhile, I've got a dozen people, calling, wondering where we are. Hey, they're not being mean. They're just like, hey, when's our job gonna get done? And so far, nobody's gotten real cranky. At this point, there's no way we're going to finish all the work on the schedule before winter. So that's a good problem to have. But overall gross revenue down, obviously. Last year, we were about 600,000, including plowing. And this year, I don't know if we're going to make it to 5. So it's a bummer. But even though it's a bummer, as long as I'm able to pay all my bills and pay my people, it is what it is. It just stinks because been a lot of kicks in the dick this year. Weather, employees, personal stuff, just one thing after another. It's a lot to deal with. I already suffered from depression, and this is just all has just made it a bit worse. So, but my depression gets real bad if I don't have money coming in. So as long as we keep moving, we're going to be fine. We pulled off the hockey rink to come do this driveway. So it is possible we could have this driveway done today, and then we could move back to the hockey rink and work there tomorrow. But I'm not going to get too excited. We're going to put fabric in these ditches and rock line them, and then I'll see if Kevin wants to continue working. If he doesn't, then I'm probably just going to move the skid steer and attachments over here, and then he can take the 4500 home, and I'll have the tandem in case I do want to go get the first load of recycled asphalt. I think it's going to take 3 loads. So anyway, that's the business update for now. I just bid on a large snow plowing contract. and I'll know Wednesday of next week if we get it. If we don't get it, I think I'm going to sell the 5500 dump just to free up money going into winter. Not overly interested in plowing if I don't have to. I'm kind of tired of it after 25 years. So that'll be the only thing that changes. I'm thinking about selling the bumper pull 25,000 GVW quality trailer, since I have the tag trailer. If it's just me and Brian, there's no sense in having two, so just sell that and put that money away for a little bit of a cushion, in case it just keeps raining. So it's been a good trailer. I just can't drive two at a time, so just try to make it. You know, we're not a big company. I just want to make it. That's all. I'm not in the want to get rich phase yet. I just want to make it. Smells hot.
I didn't know, and I didn't feel like risking it after I passed 2 DMV and Cambridge.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I mean,
it felt fucking heavy, and I was like,
if he put 14 yards in, it's pretty light. A lot of air in that.
right, I don't know, I just take the interstate this time, but you're paying the fine.
Taking the back way is fine.
Okay. I was just trying to make it fast.
How long do you want to work today?
I feel like I have something to do at 4, but I don't remember what. Oh, I gotta meet Dad this afternoon, but I can work all day. And I can work your hours if you get done at like 2 anyways.
Okay.
Why?
I was just thinking if you could work, we would go get the asphalt for this.
Who's paving it?
No, just recycled.
Oh, from where? Pike?
Wickham.
Yeah, I don't care. Your ditch was bigger, I'd say just go down the hill, but your ditch ain't big enough for that.
This lady is super picky,
Oh.
so I want to make it very pretty for her. This is nice for 7-inch.
Yeah, it
I
looks
don't-
like really good stuff.
I don't know what part of it's actually 7-inch.
That one is.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. That's not 7 inches.
It looks like 32 inches.
That was described to me as it's only got to be 7 inches one way. It can be a foot thick.
I've never had any complaints about my tuna can. I remember when I was working at Percy's and they were doing Route 100 by the airport.
Yeah.
Those two brothers had those two draughts on wheels,
Yeah.
putting ditch rock in. Looked like they'd hand placed it all. By the time,
Fuckers were good with them things.
6-foot bucket, and you'd go through there and it was almost like all the rocks were straight.
They did a fucking awesome job with that. I've never seen anybody better with one of them machines.
No. All right, you can pull up.
I want to pull forward.
Yep. Alrighty, it is 2:49. Got one ditch completely done. That is 2 loads right there. Kevin is gone to get the 3rd load, which should finish us out down to that ditch there. While we have been waiting, we have been grinding up the top and just rolled everything nicely. So we'll get the rest of this load, or this last load put in, ditch is done, and then tomorrow we'll bring in the recycled asphalt and get the driveway done, and then move back to the hockey rink so we can finish grading. Well, it's Friday morning. Feels like a Monday, mostly because we're here on this driveway job ready to put down this crushed asphalt, and Josh gets to the pit and they said, oh, we're not selling our recycled asphalt product right now, we need it for our own jobs. Okay. So called the competitor. They do have some, but I don't have an account with them, so I've left voicemail messages so I can put a credit card on file with them so Josh can pick up. Waiting for people to call back. We are pivoting and trying not to lose any more time because my mom's wake is this afternoon and I only have a little bit of time to get this done. So par for the... It is 9:43 and we are just barely getting our first load of material. Roughly an hour and a half later than I really wanted, but at least we have material. I wish these plants would send out a memo to all their customers via email that says, hey, we're not selling our recycled asphalt right now. That would be really cool. I just moved I put this little swale in, and I just moved the excavator back to the hockey rink. So now I'm going to pick up this dirt that I just dug out and then Josh is going to spread. Alright, Josh just dropped that first bit. Scrape off this little bit that's on the asphalt. I'm sorry you are having a rough morning period. You are still cute, though. Sorry, my daughter's having a rough morning. I just talked her through it, and then I have to send her a reassuring text. Off the pavement. Good enough. Make a few passes on this, spread it out. Should come out nice. Break up these chunkies. Another thing Harley Rake's good about. Josh's first time starting off a tailgate spread with that truck. Didn't go bad at all. Only had to move 4 feet of length of crushed asphalt from the asphalt apron. So very good. The next 2 loads that are going to go on the hill are going to be much thicker We're only doing a 2 to 3 inch overlay up here. Second load spread, finished product up here. Gonna go down and fix the transition. Came out a little light at first, so we will work out the chunks, then we'll turn around and push a little bit of material back up, meld it all together. First pass, I just want to break up the chunks and start tickling it smooth. Next pass, I'll push it out towards the ditch rock. It's about an hour round trip for the material. Last load, I was able to get it all done and rolled before he came back, so that was pretty ideal. Going uphill, slowly start to push a little bit of material out towards the ditch. And when we get up top, we're gonna tie the two loads together nice and smooth, and then we'll just make a few passes back and forth, make it all nice. I'm gonna have him tailgate the last load from the bottom up. He starts underneath the power line. He can give me a little material to fill in down there, and then drive up the hill. Meet the two loads, and then we can tie those together. So it should work out pretty well. Once we're done this, I'm going to move the skid steer back over to the hockey rink job. Josh has 5 or 6 loads of material to deliver, maybe 7 loads to deliver to various places, and that'll finish out the day. I just watch how much material's flying. It tells me what I'm up to. I'm going real slow. Sometimes I find the machine bouncing, so I'll just slow it down. Load for the project. Hopefully I can push it enough to have enough to finish everything to the bottom. Alright, we are all done. Came out really nicely. People should be really happy. Ended up having to go get another 6 tons to finish it out. But not bad.